Alright guys, we're going to do a quick little video on an oil change. This is a 2006 F-150 with a 5.4 liter V8 Triton. Got to get that engine nice and warm so when you drain it the oil will flow a lot easier. This thing has a green air intake system in it so you can clean the air filter and reuse it. It's kind of like a K&N. Now if you have a factory air filter, check it. You might need to change that out. It takes a 16mm socket for the drain plug. So let's jump into this thing and drain it out. These engines take 7 quarts of oil, so it'll take a little bit for it to drain out. Basically, whenever it's got a small little stream or keeps dripping, you're good to go. Put the plug back in, get it good and tight. Now this is where the oil filter is. It's on the front of the engine. There is a little catch that's supposed to catch the oil when it drains out. It never does. It'll drain behind it. So make sure you push the drain pan back a little bit so it'll catch the oil. We got the old filter out. Now we're going to prep for the new one. I like to add about half the filter full of oil. A lot of people say, no, make sure you fill it all the way up. You don't have to. If you do it halfway, you're fine. Even if you don't, you're perfectly fine too. Make sure you lube up that ring. Make sure the ring is off the block. It's still, most of the time it comes off with the filter, but every once in a while it'll stay on the block. If you double ring it, it'll leak like crazy. Get it tight, hand tight, you'll be good to go. It's time to add some oil. So I like using Kawasaki oil. It's great, works great in the quad, so we're going to add it to the truck as well. I'm just messing with you. I use Super Tech. It's been working great. Haven't had any issues. Every time I did the oil changes in this and in the Subaru, we've not used a quart of oil. So we're going to keep using it. Seems to be working pretty good. All right, we got about 6-7 quarts in it. We're going to fire the truck up, let it warm up before we check it again. Key point here. When the neighbor's chickens come over to poop in the yard, you want to go check on them. Make sure everything's okay. Yeah, looks like they're good to go. Okay, they're just out there walking around. Back to the truck. All right, so we got about 7 quarts in this thing. We're going to check it. Make sure that it's in between the hash marks, the low and the high. If you're in between there, you're good to go. All right, you guys did an oil change with me on this 2006 F-150. If you guys have any questions or comments, don't be afraid to leave me in the comment section. God bless.